let's get a head start into your 2025 writing schedule, as today we are going to come up with writing goals and plan our schedule for the upcoming year. Please like, subscribe, and comment below for more writing and creative content on this channel. Writing goals are so important to set for yourself because it not only motivates you, but it also gives you something to work for. And the writing goals can be big or small, but make sure they're broad but also specific. You also want to think of the short-term and long-term goals. So I have my little journal that I just keep random writing notes in, and this is where I'm going to keep my 2025 writing goals. So let's turn those pages. Alrighty, and I'm going to title it 2025 writing goals. And you can have it formatted however you like. It's your journal, or if you like put it online on a computer, that's completely fine. And know that you can always go back to it. That's the good thing about these goals. You can always look back to them. Just for the sake of this video, we're going to put short-term goals and long-term goals. And when it comes to these goals, once again, short-term goals are only like about a few weeks, maybe a month or two. Long-term goals are in a span of a few months to a year, or maybe a few years. So we're going to list a few short-term and long-term down. And as I'm thinking about it, you know what? Let's aim to try to write a short story. Yeah. And feel free to write your own writing goals, and maybe if they're similar or maybe different from mine. And if you are a person who wants put like the deadline, feel free. If I put myself a deadline, when it comes to writing, if I put myself a deadline, I am less likely to meet that writing deadline. Let's see, what's another one? Maybe do some let's do some creative writing. So I would like to do more creative writing prompts. Creative writing prompts actually got me out of writer's block a few times, and it really helped me get in the writing zone and be creative. So doing more creative writing prompts. So let's see. I did think of one while I was writing about the creative writing prompts. I think, okay. If I had a certain word count within maybe a month, so in a month time, okay, this is the only time I'm going to put it in a month. So in 1 month, I challenge myself with 20K. Okay, 20K words. That is going to be my short-term goals. This year, I'm actually going to keep track of my work. Yes, that's it. Oh, that is a long-term goal, actually. So a long-term goal I have is I'm going to keep up with my word count, because I'm not that person who does that, and I like write on the paper first and then type it. But it's good to keep up with your word count, because many writers, that's how they keep their progress and how much they write, that consistency. I guess another long-term goal would be, finish a book. Let's actually put that, finish a book. And I guess I'm being a little broad about that, because I could be finishing like any type of book. Well, except for a short story because I have it up here. But like, what if like my book doesn't end up being a novel, but instead a novella, which actually happened to me a few times. Like, you're proud of it no matter what. For my last goal, I'll just do this as a workout. So, okay, so I'll say by December of 2025, let's shoot for 100k words. And this can be from any piece of writing. So from any writing. I don't feel like I'm pressured to write a 100,000 word novel. Like, I know that's possible, but for me right now, that's not where I'm at. And be aware about these writing goals, that like set them where it's where you're at and where you're comfortable. Okay. Next, we're going to focus on like monthly. So what are you going to do in a month? Having a monthly calendar, no matter what format it is, it shows you when you have the time to do it within that day, and also days that you might have something to do and you're planning in advance. How often you write is so important because it shows that consistency and that you're willing to sit down and write, even if you had to think about like what you could possibly write. It's all about the consistency and being there. That's what matters. And even if you only get to write maybe a paragraph or even a sentence, at least you were there to put something on the paper. It's better to put something on the paper than leaving it blank. And also have days off. Don't allow yourself to burn out because you're forcing yourself to write every single day. You don't have to write every single day. And it's okay to take breaks. We're human and we're not robots. I have a template of a monthly schedule, and you can find that down below in the description, and feel free to mess with it. And now we're going to get to weekly. So find the days that you feel comfortable that you're going to be there to write and be consistent with that. And also find the hours in the day that you're the most flexible and that you are willing to sit down and write. It doesn't have to be like 5 hours or so. Like, even if it's like an hour or 30 minutes, at least you're putting time into writing and sticking to it. And if you have even more time, that's great. But whenever it comes to your day, like, what hours are you most efficient to put down to write? That could be different for each person. You could be an early bird and get writing over with, so it gets started with your day. Or maybe you're like in the afternoon when whatever, like the sun's been out, or it might be a rainy day. It's just pouring down, and like, oh, this is a great time to write. Or maybe during evening time, whenever you're winding down, or maybe at nighttime, whenever you can't sleep, you're like, I have a great idea. Let me write. And finding the hours throughout the day, or maybe in the night, to help you write, like, it depends on you. This is my DIY writing schedule, like on a weekly basis, and I also have a template down below if you like to print one out. So this is a 24-hour, 7 days a week writing schedule, and I just wanted to like show you like kind of my writing schedule on a 7-day period. And maybe this could be a way for you to build consistency by having certain days to write within certain hours. So I'm going to say right now, my worst days are going to be Wednesdays. So I'm going to highlight it right here all the way if you make your own. So right here with the 3 dots, you're going to go here for the fill bucket. And, make it any color you like. I'm just going to make it red because I'm unavailable. Yeah, usually Wednesdays are my worst days to write because I don't really have a clue to write what to write about. When it comes to the evening time, I'm gonna do this because I know I'm not gonna be available like that on Monday nights. But yeah, like customize the way your writing schedule is going to work. But I'm gonna say usually the 12 p.m., 1 p.m., I might be able to write, let's say, a Tuesday. Like a Tuesday or something. But yeah, I'm going to customize this. And of course, you don't have to fill it up all the way. Just having a good idea of whatever you're available when you're not available, that gives you a good picture of like what your day looks like and what you have time for. And pretty much I have time for about 2 hours a day for the most part. Fridays it looks like the exception, but pretty much like find time in your day to write. And like fill your schedule however you please, and maybe you could like type it down and type out what your schedule looks like. Overall, having writing goals that you can look back to, a routine that you can follow daily, weekly, or monthly to keep track of what you can do. Always take breaks when you need it. Do not burn yourself out. And as well as having a writing schedule to plan out when you are available, to put writing as a priority, and do whatever it takes to make writing flexible. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.